3 ways a mobile field service software helps organizations achieve operational excellence. Today, we will learn how to achieve operational excellence with the help of a mobile field service solution. Hello, I'm Julissa Gonzalez. I'm a consultant and expert in mobile field software solutions. I'm with ExpandIT, which is an independent software vendor and a Microsoft Gold partner. We build software for mobile sales and mobile field service. Additionally, our products integrate with Microsoft Dynamics. Today, we're going to talk about how to improve your operational excellence with a mobile field service solution. This webinar is targeted for companies that are looking to streamline service operations with the help of a mobile field service solution. The outline of the webinar is as follows. We started with the introduction. Next, I will share the service flow of different organizations that don't use an integrated solution, followed by the pain points organizations face. Then we will look at how a mobile field service solution can improve operational excellence and address those pain points organizations face. Next, we will share one of our own customer stories and show how a mobile field service solution helped them improve their operational excellence. Finally, we will finish off with the next steps. So different organizations have different ways of planning, allocating, and scheduling resources, and this varies across industries. For example, companies that are in the oil and gas industry may have different processes than companies that are in the service and manufacturing industry. For the purposes of this webcast, we will go through 2 different types of service flows. We will look at organizations that include planning and ones that don't. Of course, there are other organizations that may have a very different service flow. So if you have any questions about the pains of different service flows that was not mentioned, you can let me know in the comments section and we can discuss that one-on-one after the webcast. So now we'll go through the service journey of a company that has planning and scheduling involved. We've seen this in companies that are in the service and manufacturing industry, for example. First, an end customer connects with the service company about an inquiry. This inquiry may be to get equipment installed or to repair equipment that was previously installed. Then, the planner or dispatcher must schedule the service job. So again, different companies have different methods of scheduling and planning their resources. They may use Excel files, email, or pen and paper. For this example, we'll say that the service company uses a whiteboard to schedule their resources, so to schedule their technicians. In order to schedule the right technician to the right service call, the planner must call or email a technician for their availability. I'd like to point out that when planners or dispatchers don't have a complete overview of where the technicians are and what they are doing, tracking them down and scheduling technicians for another service call may take a significant amount of time for planners and dispatchers. Now, once planners or dispatchers track down the right technician to perform the service job, they must then assign them to the right job on the whiteboard. In this case, technicians would come into the office to find out what service jobs they are working on for that day, and then go out to the job site. Now, when technicians arrive to the job site, often what happens is that they are missing information, such as what is it that they are there specifically to do? Has anyone come to the job site before? They may be also missing equipment. So as a result of the lack of information, technicians must make multiple trips to and from the office and the job site to get the right data and the right equipment. Now we will go through a service flow that does not include planning or scheduling. We sometimes see this in the construction companies or companies in the oil and gas industry. What may initially happen is that the foreman will usually create orders for workers to complete. These orders are given either on a piece of paper or the work order may be given verbally in real time. Once the orders are given out, technicians are responsible for tracking their work. Technicians may use a piece of paper or their own device to track their work. But because technicians are not always tracking their work, this may lead to tracking errors and incorrect information. When technicians are assigned jobs, they'll plan their work themselves, as the jobs may take months and, in some cases, years. So once the project is completed, they'll get scheduled to another project. After reviewing the service flow of different organizations, it is evident that the pain points organizations face are the following: inefficient communications, billing errors, accounting errors, and inventory errors, delayed invoicing, unable to have a scalable solution, wasted time in scheduling the right technician to the right service job, manual processes, so having to use pen and paper when filling out forms such as compliance forms. And these are some of the more general points organizations are facing. There could be more or different pain points according to your specific organization. So, how can a mobile field service solution solve these operational challenges? Let's take a look. Well, using a mobile field service solution improves operational excellence by allowing organizations to increase productivity, eliminate errors in the service process, and enhance communications. Let's look at these in detail. The first way a mobile field service solution can help your organization improve your operational excellence is by increased productivity. Service organizations are constantly looking for ways to maximize productivity. As we saw in our service flow example, when technicians make multiple trips between service jobs and company offices, it decreases their productivity. Additionally, a substantial amount of time is spent on planning and coordinating service jobs for the technicians. When planners or dispatchers don't have a complete overview of where technicians are and what job they are servicing, this task becomes very time-consuming. Using a mobile field service solution ensures the right technician with the right tools has the information needed to complete the job the first time. Planners and dispatchers have a complete overview of where technicians are and what job they are servicing. A mobile field service solution increases first-time fix rates and boosts productivity, and as a result, organizational efficiency is improved. Another way a mobile field service solution improves operational excellence is by enhanced communications. Great communication between all parties involved is crucial for service organizations to thrive. Often, technicians, dispatchers, and customers all have different information about the same service job. Without a connected system, communications between parties become difficult. With a mobile field service solution, technicians can communicate directly with planners and dispatchers. In the case that an unexpected issue was to arise, such as a road closure, planners and dispatchers can quickly adjust to accommodate any issues. Planners can factor in traffic delays or road closures and reroute the scheduled jobs. Technicians simultaneously see any updates that were made to their scheduled jobs. Alternatively, customers can also communicate with technicians and planners from the service organization. Great communication allows service organizations to streamline operations. Now we'll look at how a mobile field service solution can help reduce errors by streamlining service operations. The human brain is powerful, but subject to its limitations. When technicians are out in the field performing multiple service jobs in one day, they are more likely to forget information and make errors if they aren't documenting information right away. This creates additional problems for team members at the service organization. For instance, if a technician fills out a form on a service job, the planner must re-enter that information into their database. Not only is there a duplication of work, the process of re-entering information is where errors are made. With an integrated mobile field service solution, once information is recorded, it is recorded forever. This eliminates errors and reduces wasted time, which enables service organizations to become more efficient. Now that we have gone through the pain points organizations face and how a mobile field service solution can address the pain points, we will share one of our own customer stories. We will discuss the pain points the organization faced and how a mobile field service solution helped them improve their processes. Our customer story is as follows. This company is a small-sized filtration company in Canada, and they were looking for an integrated, scalable solution that could solve some of their inefficiencies and their processes. The pain points the organization was experiencing was manual processes, delayed invoicing, and they did not have a scalable solution. I'll go more into detail on these pain points. The organization previously did not have a connected or integrated system in place, so many of the operational processes were manual. For example, the planner would have to schedule the service jobs for the technicians on a daily basis. Technicians would have to come into the office every day just to take a picture of what they would be doing that day. The manual processes that was in place was draining their system and resources. There was a lot of duplicate work. For example, technicians would write notes when they would go out to a job site, and the planner would have to re-enter those notes before sending it off to the ministry for approval. Another concern was scalability problems. The company was expanding rapidly. Unfortunately, with the disconnected systems in place, it would be very difficult for the organization to keep up with the growing demand. Planners and dispatchers were using a lot of time planning and scheduling the technicians. Technicians would have to make multiple trips, reducing their productive time. The service organization was in need of an integrated solution that would address these pain points. Since the organization's processes were manual, invoicing was often delayed. Duplicate work was delayed, and since the planner would have to re-enter many notes and forms on the system so it could be approved by the ministry, this work often delayed the invoicing period. And oftentimes, the organization wouldn't be able to invoice the customers until months after the job had been completed. After the filtration company implemented ExpandIT's mobile field service solution, they improved their operational excellence. They improved their operational excellence by eliminating manual processes, improving planning and reporting, streamlining processes, reducing extra work, finding scheduling efficiencies, improving the invoicing period. Now we'll go into more detail on these points. As a result of eliminating manual processes, duplicate work was also reduced. As the planner said, it now takes the company fewer steps to get to the end result than it did before. Since operations are streamlined, the organization was able to reduce work. Before, any notes or forms that were collected by technicians out in the field had to be re-entered by the planner at the organization. But now, when technicians collect any forms or notes, they are stored directly in their database. Planning was improved significantly. Technicians can now look at the schedule beforehand and look at the long-term plan on their phone or tablet. By being able to see their schedule beforehand, the organization was able to find scheduling efficiencies. For example, if technicians completed a service job earlier than expected, they can now call the planner to confirm if they can move on to the next job before the end of the workday. Using a mobile field service software has enabled the organization to find these scheduling efficiencies. The organization has been able to streamline processes. The mobile client helps technicians before, during, and after the service job is completed. Prior to going to a job site, technicians have access to historical records, and they can see any work that has been previously done on that service job. Additionally, they know exactly what equipment to bring. During the service job, technicians can track time, additional material used, and write down any notes that need to be collected. After the job is completed, technicians may have to collect and submit compliance forms signed by the customers. With the mobile client, customers and technicians can sign out forms and collect signatures right on their device. Reporting has improved. By having easy to fill out reports on site, reports are collected once and stored in the database. This reduces errors. For example, before they had to use paper forms, and often these paper forms had to be re-entered into the database. But this task became even more difficult when the forms were illegible, or worse, when the forms were lost. Now, all the forms are digitized and reporting errors are reduced. To conclude, all of these amazing benefits from using a mobile field service solution led to improved operational excellence. As you can see, using a mobile field service solution provides a seamless service flow. Now, with a mobile field service solution, customers have the ability to request service. Front office would then plan and allocate the resources. The technician executes the job the first time, and the customer is invoiced. This creates a strong connection between your processes and ERP, which allows your organization to optimize operations. So, to conclude, this was just a brief overview. Microsoft ERP systems are powerful, and when combined with a mobile field service solution from ExpandIT, service organizations can optimize business operations while improving operational excellence. So what should you do next? First, write down all the pain points your organization is experiencing. It's also helpful to consult with your ERP partner as well. Then together, we can look into how to best solve these problems for you. We will now take questions from the audience if there are any. I don't see any questions, so we'll conclude our presentation here. And lastly, feel free to reach out to me or to my teammate Luke Kanan, who is the Business Development Manager here at ExpandIT. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day.
Contact us today to see how ExpandIT can work for your business.